Welcome back. I wanted to do a follow-up to the max punish guide I put out previously. This is going to cover some of the more advanced techniques I found with the VORTIGER. Of course, thank you to Ubisoft for the early access. The first thing I want to talk about is the Bulwark recovery cancel. So basically any light attack that hits or whiffs will be able to be canceled into the full block. Heavies, whiff, on block or on hit, you can cancel into recovery. Now this is pretty useful because 2-hit chains are usually pretty limiting when it comes to anti-ganking, but as you saw there, I was able to quickly get into my full block counter, which will be really helpful. So by using the full block recovery cancel, you can actually chain into a unblockable. The full block unblockable always comes from the right side. Now it actually is a chain starter, so theoretically I could keep my chains going after it hits, depending on how bad your opponent is, of course. Next thing I want to talk about is the different shield bash timings. Right here you can see I did the heavy soft feint into the bash, and it kind of gives you like a running bash. Not really sure how good it'll be. Maybe it'll be good for closing distances. It looks a little bit easy to react to as opposed to that instant bash, which I just did there. The instant bash has like very little animation or startup time, and VORTIGER has a lot of variable timings for his shield bash. You can see I'm like dodging really late and still able to do it. Normally this would be a good thing, but for VORTIGER, the longer you delay the bash, the worse the tracking is, and it's a little bit easier to react to in side dodge, and it'll actually give up a free GB. So I would recommend doing the instant shield bash as much as possible. And to change it up, you can actually do the zone attack. And the zone attack is beneficial because it allows you to protect yourself with a follow-up even on whiff, whereas the regular shield bash does not, so you can kind of mix it up, keep your opponent guessing there. I wanted to go over the superior light true combo again. So when you do the superior light, it guarantees the bash into another light finisher. So 40 damage punish altogether. Now the forward dash heavy is not a light attack, so it doesn't have that same flow into the bash, but it is a chain starter and it does execute, so it has some utility there, just not the same true combo as the light. The next tip I have for you guys is using the Bulwark counter to flip delayed chain attempts off of a heavy block. So you see there the JJ was trying to get into his light finisher. Same thing the Berserkers do. This is common among any hero that has fast light in chain. They'll try and do a raw heavy off your block to get into it. As you see there, you can flip it. So a huge advantage for those heroes that have those fast chains that try and get them off the block. As if Bulwark counter wasn't strong enough, you can also use it on deflects. Normally, a deflect means, they get their punish. But your VORTIGER, so screw that. You can Bulwark counter the deflect follow-up so long as you're not getting deflected by a Shinobi, a Valkyrie, or a Berserker, because this, stuffs that counter attempt. So pretty much every variation there, both of Orochi's variations. It should come as no surprise that Nushia's deflect sucks, but in regards to her trap, remember that your light attack has superior property, so it gets caught by the trap. So your only option is to either use a heavy on light parry timing, or you can actually use your full block counter, which pretty much neutralizes the whole sequence, and you kind of reset to neutral. And last but not least, Shallon's deflect, you get dunked on as well. So those are the advanced tips and tricks I can find. I'm sure there's more out there. I'm sure smarter and better players, creators than me will find some stuff, so I'll try and keep you updated on that front as it comes in. But like I said, I'm going to be trying to put out more YouTube content in addition to all the streaming that I do. So I hope you guys come along for the ride. Thank you for watching. If there's any questions, please hit me up in the comments. I'll see you next time. Peace out.